Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of the video, guys. Right after this chart analysis, I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the opportunities I mentioned this morning. I managed to find 2 home run opportunities that I shared with the Discord members. The highest one reached 80% plus on the day, and it's one of the top traded stocks of the day, so stay tuned for that. But if that's something you want to become part of and you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining you'll become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So here we are with WISH stock, ContextLogic Inc. Now the stock is pulling back, and I talked about how some people will look at this as a setback and not a setup for the next bull run. Now, the stock is showing a lot of strength from this point down here of $7, this point down here of $9, and it has ran, and I stated the theories here, right, which they're just theories, they're nothing concrete or facts, but in my history of being in the stock market for so many years and the psychology of how the charts work sometimes, it kind of makes sense. So as it got closer to $15, $16, those that bought at this point, or even the point back here, or even before these points as it was pulling back in April, May, if they did not average down, they were just waiting to break even or get their losses a little bit less and get out, right? But those that actually were bold enough and actually averaged down have an opportunity to get out. And when the stock was not really moving much further to the upside, and after so many rejections at the $15 mark, and it finally broke through it and it got weakness pretty quickly, it looked like a sign to investors to get out. So there was some profit taking going on from those that got in down here, and also breaking even or slight profit if they average down, getting out at these levels. So pretty interesting how this played out and how it's actually playing out right now. Now this could be a setup for the next bull run. We have to see if there's some strength here, but we are moving away from tug of war zone and actually going into a bearish trajectory. A lot of investors are saying this could possibly go back to 10 before it comes back up. That's a possibility, but before we get there, we need to watch it closely. And one of the most important support levels right now in this second consolidation, right after the one down here and the one that was built here before hitting the $15 mark, the lowest point is 1262. I've talked about it before. That's very important. It got really close to it this morning at 1283, and it spiked up and it seemed to have some strength, and now it's pulling right back down. So in the whole grand scheme of things right now and in the bigger picture, this is pulling back, okay? That is not something we can ignore. That's something we need to be aware of, and this can be presenting itself as an even bigger opportunity for those that are long and believe this can go up higher. A lot of investors want to see this at 20, 30, and even beyond that. We'll have to see if that can happen as well, and that could happen with the assistance of a short squeeze, right? Making shorts cover. But as this stock continues to pull down, the shorts won't have to cover, and this is giving them leverage. But for those that want to build their positions or felt like they almost had fear of missing out, FOMO, as this was going higher, the opportunity is presenting itself as this pulls back for those that didn't get in on the first run and possibly for the next run, right? So the stock right now is in weakness, and we're going to have to watch it closely. But as long as it stays above $9 and $7, which are the lowest points that we've seen in the last several months, right? After the run and pulling back to the 9s and before the run at 7, there's some strength here. And if it gets close to $10 and consolidates, that's going to even show more strength overall throughout the whole bigger picture of things. I look forward to seeing your thoughts about this one down below. But 1262, super important to keep in mind. And today's lowest point was 1283. Watch that carefully. And the highest point reached in the day was 1367. That's what I will be watching for the bulls to break through. At least it'll let us know where momentum is going. And the 50-day moving average is key, 1397, for the bulls to break through that and reach newer highs. And if they accomplish that, the highest point yesterday in the pre-market was 1450. That needs to be broken through by the bulls to pull further away from the 50-day moving average, get further away from bearish territory, and reach newer highs and new resistance levels. If you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with a friend so they can receive the insight as well. And all I ask for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the opportunities I mentioned this morning. And if you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. Stay tuned. So the ticker symbol I have to share with you guys is one that I've talked about before earlier this week over at the Patreon. We're going to look at its chart and how it's been performing. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So we mentioned XELA yesterday. It gave a 40% jump towards the end of the day. It continued the rally into today, giving another 10 to 20% jump on the day. This was phenomenal to start off the day. CUEN, this was our home run of the day. We're going to look at it in just a moment. POAI gave us 5 to 10% opportunities, and ASTS was a phenomenal home run as well. Let's go ahead and look at these charts and how they played out for the day. And I'm telling you, if you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. So CUEN, we caught this one early on in the morning, and it gave a highest point of 80% plus on the day. Even after the bell and that dip, it gave a 10 to 20% plus opportunity, being a home run in the pre-market hours, all the way even after the bell. This was phenomenal, and it gave another 10 to 20% jump as it pulled back again later on in the day and jumped up again. Now our second home run opportunity of the day at its highest point, giving 20% plus, was ASTS. I mentioned it in the pre-market, sitting kind of sideways, spiked up, pulled back, and gave a highest point of 30% plus on the day. Phenomenal day today for all the investors in the group and for us as a community collectively, and it was awesome. But let's talk about the stock that you want to add to your watch list moving forward. And it's a stock I've been talking about since earlier this week, and it is KGC, I believe it is. There you go. Kinross Gold Corporation. I think it's Kinross. That's how you would pronounce it. But this is a stock that has fallen really hard after dividends, right? After its dividends, it was at $8 and some change. It was building up towards it since the last dividend. It actually went downwards towards the last dividend, started to pick up towards this dividend, and also inflation worries and so forth. And it has actually dropped, hitting lows here of about $6.10, brought itself back up, consolidated, pulled back down recently to $6.15, and it's presenting itself, right? If you want to call it that, a double bottom in the short term, right here, it's presenting itself as an opportunity and showing some strength within this area. Even if this was to break through $6, I would still watch it carefully and continue to pay very close attention to the opportunity that's presenting itself, because the more it pulls back, the bigger the opportunity to the upside, because analysis ratings are pointing this one upwards. And if inflation worries come up again, or if this starts to pick itself back up towards the next dividend, that's going to be interesting as well. And this is a profitable company since 2019, even 2018 and 17. 2018 was their worst year, but 2017, 2019, 2020, I mean, this has been profitable, and quarterly, you know, it is building itself up to continue. So you definitely want to do more due diligence on this stock. This stock is looking phenomenal, and gold's price has been pretty strong. Even though it dipped, it's been pretty strong, sitting itself sideways, and I don't think it's going to go much lower. And if it does, it's just making the opportunity even bigger, because the stocks I look at, they sometimes don't make sense right now, but when you look at the bigger picture of things, it'll make sense. Because some of the stocks I talked about back in May, back in April, back in March, it seemed like, why are we looking at this stock now? And if you look at their charts, they're up. ChargePoint, I used to talk about it a lot at $19, $20. You know, PaySafe, I talked a lot about it as it was going towards 11 and 10. You can look at it now. It's kind of a little bit up. I've talked about Butterfly Network as it pulled back and it jumped back up. I've talked about many different stocks. Neo, even at $32, $35, down at those levels and jumping back up. I mean, you name it. MP Materials, Plug Power. You know, we've caught a lot of these stocks as they were dipping and now they're up. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.